us.
This weekend?
Yeah, this weekend.
Oh, we got the episode count wrong last time.
We did. I fixed it. I edited it, though.
What number are we on?
We're on 9 now.
We're on 9. We said 9. We've been on 9 twice.
Yeah. Last time was secretly 8.
Doubles plus 1. Alright. So we're going to acknowledge the microphone in the room?
I don't know. Do you want to?
Don't make it weird.
Okay.
Alright. So...
can you hear me better? Yeah, but, our listeners, man, they're the best.
Yeah, this is a upgrade in sound quality thanks to loyal listener Jordo.
From where? Where is he based out of?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Yeah. This Mike's been across time zones.
Quite honestly, he's pretty worldwide. He goes to a lot of places. So. All right, do you want to kick it off real quick? Please subscribe.
Yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, drop a comment whenever you feel inclined.
Yeah, and do we have any sponsors this week?
Yeah, today we're brought to you by Top Seeds.
Top Seeds.
The best snack you could ask for.
Yeah.
6 seeds, and I'm not really sure what, it's like olive oil, and it's just incredible.
It's like a chip made out of seeds. Chia, flax, pretty strong.
Pretty good. Pair it with hummus. Woof.
Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah, a little bit. We have a second sponsor as well, Sporkle.
Oh, sure.
So we were just participating in this. A lot of fun.
It's a good time, yeah.
It's a website that allows you to participate in sports quizzes that are typically timed. We just did the first Major League Baseball players to 40 home runs.
For each season.
In every season.
We did pretty good.
We would have done better if you knew how to spell Albert Bell's last name, Mark McGwire's last name.
You didn't know how to write Mark McGwire's. No.
Okay, but I knew.
Yeah. Okay, look. Little discontent. We got to be better. We got to be better.
All right. Okay, so I think did I give the FU on my shooting stroke from?
Yeah, you already.
I just can't.
You won't let it die.
Right, but now we got a new FU from the same listener who is a double-digit NFL veteran.
How many Super Bowls does he have? 2?
And he's got 2 Super Bowl wins. So
this is not a great look for the brand. It's not a great look for the brand.
I'm pretty sure he knows what he's talking about, and I just want to read what he wrote to me. He's a strong listener, incredible friend of the pod.
Potential first guest.
Would love to have him on. He'd bring incredible juice. He said, quote, Gray, not only... You got it going here? We got some audio problems. Get production on the line. Uh-oh. We got real issues.
Stopped. Did it? All right, we're good. Sorry, that's on me. Hand up accountability. My bad.
Gray not only wouldn't gain a yard versus an NFL defense, he would fumble every carry. Now, on top of that...
When you told me that, I kept bringing it up every 5 minutes. I was just like, what?
That's true. You talk about not being able to let it go. But I'm in his camp. Having seen it...
I've never been on, the field. I don't think I've been to an NFL game before. So I wouldn't know.
Whoa.
Okay, we both know that watching on TV is so much different because it looks the size it
doesn't translate.
Yeah, it doesn't translate. Being on a field versus watching a field, it looks bigger on TV but yet smaller.
Yeah. On top of that, I think maybe we've really touched a nerve here because I saw something. I believe it was on Instagram, and I'm a little bit frustrated because I didn't capture it. But essentially, I saw $100 million for $100 million. Could you gain 100 yards in an NFL game?
I saw that too. Yeah.
So we're asking the right questions on the podcast. We're
tune in.
Ahead of the curve.
This is why you leave a like, you leave a comment, you drop a subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Shoot,
what more do you need?
We're just bringing the content.
Yeah. Okay. So, but you're ready to concede that.
Yeah, I'll concede. I'll concede that one. Right. We'll talk that as an L.
Okay. All right.
But, that brings me to 1-1 in the past 2 weeks, seeing as I'm landing the plane. Like,
that's still okay. Oh boy. Oh man. Okay. Well, we're gonna put a pin in that one.
Sure.
We're gonna shelve that.
We're gonna table it.
No, we're not tabling it.
We're not tabling it. We're gonna shelve it.
We're gonna not come back.
All right.
You're not getting.
Let's move into something substantial here.
Okay. All right. Fine. We're going into sports here.
Yeah, let's go into sports.
Let's speak in sports. What do you got?
Dad.
Yeah.
After a long series and a long bracket process,
Yeah.
we have our winner.
We do.
12-10.
Well, when does it?
Okay. Maybe it'll change overnight.
Okay.
Because I posted it this afternoon.
So that
I doubt it. If it did, it'll be flashing up on the screen for our YouTube viewers.
Right.
If you're not watching us on YouTube, you might be watching us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcasting services.
Listening, yeah.
And if that is the case, there will be an audio ding.
Okay, so national uniform championships for college football. We've got the University of Texas Longhorns facing off against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Two prestigious institutions.
Two very prestigious institutions. One of whom came in riding an all-time wave of momentum. Texas had yet to be challenged in the bracket. Just effectively breezed through the first 4 rounds of the
have had barely any competition.
No competition, even from Oregon, and they face effectively a much more battle-tested Notre Dame team. Yeah.
Okay. Exactly.
So the odds-on favorites were Texas, right?
Yeah, but it's like a 1.5 vote spread.
Okay. So it's 12-10.
12-10.
Mm-hmm.
Texas.
Oh.
Right now, we're 7 hours into voting.
Wow. Okay.
I think it'll hold. Seeing as it's 8:00 at night. I'm sorry. Hand up accountability. I gotta cover my burps up better.
Jeez. Okay. All right. So that's exciting. So that brings an end to that.
That is like the end of an era.
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about? Like, sports is such a dead period right now.
We could do college basketball unis if we wanted.
I feel like that would be that meme where it's like the farmer going to the really skinny cow trying to milk it.
Okay, fair enough.
Or, what we could talk about instead is Lewis Hamilton.
Okay. Yes, I'm excited.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, that's a big move.
Not sure we've mentioned our allegiance to this sport on this podcast, but
Correct.
Big Formula One fans here.
Yeah.
Are you like, what do you think about that?
Honestly, I think a couple things. I think number one, I think every Formula One, any race car driver who's ever paid attention to Formula One, like if you grew up and only paid attention to NASCAR, this isn't true, but if you paid attention at all to the other tiers of racing, at some point you thought Ferrari was the best and you wanted to drive for them.
Absolutely.
And so I think that it makes sense that he would want to end his career there. That said, I'm a little surprised. I mean, I sort of...
It's not a very, it's not a storybook ending for Mercedes and Hamilton after all the success that they've had.
Right.
Like, I would have thought he'd at least wait. Like, the fact that it's announced and he still has this year with Mercedes. Like,
and for Carlos Sainz and for Ferrari, it's got to be super awkward.
Can you imagine the drama that's going to ensue if he wrecks with a Ferrari car? Like, or just anything. Like, if Ferrari has a good car this year, which hopefully they do.
Okay. It would be great if they did.
But they've been middle of the pack, frankly, with...
Yeah.
And, would be wild.
I'll tell you, though, I think there's an open question in my mind. I think Toto Wolff is one of the most astute sports executives
Toto's
around.
up there with, Nick Saban for me.
And so, here's a question for you. Maybe Toto engineered this whole thing because he knows that Lewis Hamilton is...
washed.
Completely washed. And so...
Possibly.
He's not...
All right, log a guess for the next Mercedes driver, then.
I think it's got to be... I think it's going to be one of their Formula 2 guys, one of the young bucks. I don't think it's going to be Mick Schumacher.
You don't think it's going to be Mick?
I'd like that, but I don't think so. That'd be a surprise to me.
It could be Alex Albon.
It could be.
That would be an electric team, Dad. Alex Albon and George Russell.
That would be very much.
That would be super exciting for me. That's who I'm going to go ahead and pick.
Okay. I'm much more interested in where Sainz ends up because he
deserves to be on the grid as well.
And he's long been one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the best.
I mean, if you know what we're talking about, then that you get it. But if you don't,
I think the other thing to talk about is I did a little research on this whole Christian Horner thing. Have you heard about this?
No. Are we going to lose a bunch of listeners right now?
No.
Listen, because I know some of them don't listen to the parts they don't like.
That hurts. No, so Christian Horner, longtime team principal for Red Bull. Mm-hmm. They're coming off the most dominant 2 years.
Yeah.
He is married to Jerry
Halliwell,
also
right?
known as Ginger Spice.
Yeah.
He was accused of inappropriate workplace behavior. There's a bunch of rumors about what it is. But I did a little research, and it turns out that this whole thing was leaked out of the Netherlands. And apparently, Jos Verstappen and Horner are totally not. They're total enemies at this point. And Max,
so they're like Gio Reyna's dad and
yes, and Berhalter. Yes.
My goodness.
So it turns out Verstappen has basically publicly pledged allegiance to Helmut Marko and his dad, Jos, of course.
Obviously.
Which means
Marco's good, though.
They're saying that by tomorrow, Horner could be out.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
Like
Friday.
February 9th.
Correct. And if that happens, here's the thing. If you're a Ferrari...
Toto's going to go to Red Bull.
No. No. Toto is like the owner of AMG. He's got like billions to make Mercedes good. Okay.
Whatever.
No. If Horner is out tomorrow, Adrian Newey, who is the best car designer, he is the absolute
He's the reason
wizard
why they've
behind the
been so
curtain.
good.
Absolutely. In his contract stipulated that he is tied to Horner, which means if Horner leaves, Newey leaves, which means if that happens...
So Verstappen just drove away his chance
which
at being
means,
the greatest of all time.
Well, we'll see what happens. But if Newey's on the market and Ferrari doesn't hire him, if Ferrari hires him, then Hamilton's going to win another world championship.
If Hamilton breaks Schumacher's record of 7...
don't. We got to just take a moment for Schumacher.
That's what you just drew up.
I know, but
you just drew that up.
Well, maybe it's going to happen. We'll see.
You literally just lined it out how Hamilton's going to do it.
I did. That's true.
I just connected the dots for you.
Maybe okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's big news.
If you don't follow Formula One, but you follow a podcast, now you follow Formula One.
That's right. We got you caught up. All right. I got a quick question for you. Does it even register on your radar that Tiger broke up with Nike?
Yeah, it does. 100% it does.
And your thoughts on that are?
I think that that Nike's missing out on a lot of potential revenue, not on Tiger, but on Charlie Woods. Because that man is the future. And because he's definitely just going to sign with whoever Tiger's with. Or Tiger's going to have his own brand, and Charlie's just going to wear that.
Well, but at the PNC recently, Charlie was wearing Grayson, which is what JT wears.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. But Tiger is coming out with his own brand of clothing.
Then for sure Charlie's going to be
wearing
I
saw the logo, and it was trash.
It's on the screen right now. Like, for them to see.
Oh, it was bad. So
I haven't seen it.
Okay, so that'll be interesting. Okay. Any other sports talk? We're getting ready for lacrosse season and
we
college
got
basketball season heating
like a
up.
week from tryouts, week and a half from tryouts.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Really freaking exciting, man. College basketball has been real exciting right now. Like, home underdogs have been winning at a high rate, I've noticed.
That's what makes college basketball great.
But the Clemson win over North Carolina,
something.
Like, turn your head and all of a sudden UVA is a game back in the ACC.
Mm-hmm. Very exciting.
It's incredible. I don't know.
Guy's an incredible coach.
He sure is.
Quick Super Bowl pick out of you?
I've been going back and forth for so long because it's going to be hard for the Niners to win. Because the refs are going to, they're going to be calls that are going to go for the Chiefs. because the refs know that if the Chiefs win, that's a whole lot of money for the NFL. A lot more money for the NFL.
Because of Taylor Swift?
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you draw the line to the money if the refs are?
You don't think that if the Super Bowl winners, Kansas City Chiefs, are not going to find a way to market Taylor Swift? Like,
I do.
So the refs know that, and the refs are employed by the NFL.
They can't. Well, I mean, you're.
Have you seen the clip
in the game?
Have you seen the clip of the who is it from the NBA? It was like, it's going to be so hard to win like this Game 7 because the refs know that like it was about to be Celtics versus Lakers or whatever. Like versus.
Different. That's different than Taylor Swift. Also, she wouldn't let them market her because she owns her likeness. Without getting paid.
Yeah, but also, even without her getting marketed, the amount of like sales for the like Chiefs Super Bowl stuff will be higher than, I guarantee, like shirt and hat sales would be through the roof. Of like if the Chiefs win.
Because Swift fans will.
Swifties will be like, I want a Super Bowl.
I'm telling you, I heard this today. Like,
I want the Niners to win. Like I.
Oh, okay.
I 100%. I'm rooting for the Niners. But Mahomes is an underdog, starting to feel a little bit like Saban as an underdog. Like you steer clear of betting against him.
Yeah. I did hear. I mean, the NFL's basically already made the money off Taylor Swift. Last year's Super Bowl had 120 million viewers, and Roger Goodell thinks that this year's Super Bowl will have 200 million viewers. Because I mean, she's adding that incremental viewership.
I mean, it's also been a great season.
Yeah, it has been very entertaining.
Very entertaining.
It's going to be a good game, hopefully.
I think for sure it'll be a good game. Back and forth for sure. Like you said, probably the Chiefs' run defense or Niners' run defense will be the...
Could be the deciding factor.
See if the hometown boy can step it up, Chase Young.
He can't.
No, he can't.
Okay. Should we transition?
Music.
All right. You had some homework to listen to, but first I
didn't do one of my homework.
Did you...
No, I did the two important ones. The one that we can table is fine.
Sure. We're going to table the ones you did listen to.
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
I have some follow-up on music. So you asked me the best song of 2023, and I totally fumbled and named a song from 2020, which is, quite frankly, maybe...
Not a good look for the brand.
Real bad for the brand. So I paid attention a little bit more, and I went back, and I think I've picked Zach Bryan. Seriously.
Zach Bryan, okay.
Yeah, for 2023,
for sure.
In terms of songs.
I feel like every other week, man, he's releasing an album, actually.
Yeah.
But, like, he released, like, 3 projects this year, I feel like. Like, yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah. And it's just
think about how much, like, creative, like...
Yeah.
He must be in our, like... I don't even know. I can't even put words to it.
No. You know who he's dating?
Who?
Bree from BFF podcast with Portnoy. You don't know, it's Barstool. Okay.
I know Portnoy. One bite, everyone knows the rules.
But everyone knows, but he's on a podcast called BFFs with some guy and Bree.
I thought you were about to say Bree from what's that show?
I don't know.
Hold up. Lab Rats.
Oh yeah.
That show is one of my favorite shows of all time.
That's a good show.
Because
you had Lab Rats on your
I would say she was probably one of my first actress crushes as a child watching that show. Yeah. Lab Rats. Yeah. Wow.
Okay. All right. Also, I think so in order to do a little research on 2023, I just pulled up Pitchfork, which is like a like a music.
Their ratings suck. Their ratings suck.
And I was like, I don't know any of these songs. I was like, what is happening? But, however, their number 3 album of the year, Caroline Polachek, Desire, I Want to Turn Into You, is actually quite good. Had you listened
to it before?
No.
Okay, so this is a first time listen from you.
Mm-hmm, and it was quite good. Did
you filter rock and roll or just
No, just Pitchfork.
They're I don't like them, man.
The hip hop stuff is bad. Their selections on hip hop are bad.
They're bad. They listed the alternative album by Andre 3000 as a hip hop album. It was not. There were no words in it.
Well, that's not the definition of hip hop, but okay.
Okay, but it would definitely wasn't hip hop.
I agree. I'm just saying.
That was a moot point.
Neither here nor there.
A moot point.
Okay.
This week in vocab.
Actually, what do you think moot means?
It's like dumbed down. Like it doesn't affect anything.
I think actually moot means that you can argue it and never reach a conclusion. Moot point.
I guess we'll see who's right.
I could be wrong. I think I'm wrong. Okay.
It's probably somewhere in between.
All right, so then let's talk about what you listen to.
Well, I just want to touch really quick. Killer Mike did not deserve a Grammy. Just want to say
that. Noted.
I just had to say that. I listened to Led Zeppelin 2.
Okay.
I need to pull up the track list real quick here. That's on me. I'm unprepared.
Okay.
Hand of accountability. My bad. Led Zeppelin 2. I liked this. Didn't love it. But I love the lead singer's voice. I thought...
Robert Plant.
I mean, this is basic, but...
He's an all-timer.
Ramble On is a freaking great song.
Yep.
Like, no way around it.
Yep.
I didn't really like Moby Dick, which was just 4 minutes of drums.
Oh, God, John Bonham, though, just bringing the fire.
I mean, he brings the fire, but, like... I don't know. I couldn't get behind it. It's like a 7-1 for me. 6-8. Yeah, it's a 6-8.
Well, it's ranked lower than The Who?
What did I give The Who?
I don't remember.
No, I mean, look. I've seen that. Of course I've seen that. I got into that, actually. So I looked up, because there was a riff in the Lemon song that I swore I knew. So I looked it up. I was like, who sampled the Lemon song? Blah, blah, blah. And this website, man, shout out to them. Shouts out. Whosampled.com.
Oh, yeah, that's a great site.
I told you, I got stuck in a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
It was great. I was, looking through, all types of, did you know,
Papa has been sampled over 112 times before?
Yeah. We're having some real audio issues.
It's got to be my computer, man. My computer's jacked up.
So the thing about Led Zeppelin 2 is one of the reasons to listen to it is because it's the album I think that gets the most shade about Led Zeppelin ripping off blues artists.
Yeah, that's what I read as well.
And so that's why I picked it. I don't think it's the best album that they.
4 is the best, right?
4 is the most popular. It's just Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah.
I think 3.
I know a bunch of Led Zeppelin songs. Led Zeppelin is
from 3.
Mostly from 3.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin is the rock band that I feel the most comfortable with. Them and REM.
Oh, they're coming up on the list. But so the thing is I was just gonna say Everything Is a Remix is this video that this guy Kirby Ferguson did that talks a lot about whether or not it's plagiarism or it's creative license. Because I think the Led Zeppelin, a lot of the songs were pulled into question.
I can't remember who I was talking about this with, but I don't even remember enough to tell the story. Never mind. Move on. Hand of accountability. That's on me. That's on me.
This is why the people subscribe. Okay, so
when was the last time you saw the film?
It's been a while. It's good though. I really like it. I think he did an incredible job. The guy Kirby Ferguson. Everything is remixed. He pulls together all sorts of different threads, and it's quite fascinating to me.
Yeah.
So that's it. Okay, so let's just say.
But you basically have to credit them in the writer's credits. It's like the Arby's theme song. Every time, Nelly or someone gets a band or something.
Yeah, correct. So okay, but just refresh that we did the Who's next, and Led Zeppelin 2. Which one would you if you
probably the
Who? Wow.
The Who had more songs that stood out to me, like Baba O'Reilly and Won't Get Fooled Again.
Wow.
Those two songs go at Ramble On, and probably second best song is Whole Lot of Love out of Led Zeppelin 2.
Yeah, probably.
I'll take the top 2 of the Who, and I'll just deal with the rest.
Interesting.
I didn't love it's not I'd say this is probably in my experience, it's probably the worst sample of Led Zeppelin I've heard, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was pretty lackluster at times.
Okay.
Just given the fact that I've heard Stairway to Heaven, Black Dog, Gallows Pole.
Yeah, sure.
Which are
left you wanting.
Yeah. I was expecting better. You know, high standards.
Sure, I like it. All right, and so then what else did you listen to?
I listened to Mother.
Okay, by Pink Floyd on the Wall album, which we hadn't really talked about before.
I didn't even really know it existed, to be honest.
Okay.
But no, it's a good song. Very like, you know, it's the story, which I like. I love a good story song. I love the idea behind it, where it's just like your mother, just like she knows, you know, which is facts. Like,
yeah.
Same with you or father too. Like, could be applicable.
Nice try. That album, I mean, that's an intense song.
Yeah,
that whole album is intense.
It's kind of a downer, but like, yeah,
kind of a downer,
which is fitting for who recommended it. No.
Yeah, someone who goes by the nickname Dark Lord.
Delod.
Doom. Yeah.
How do you pronounce it? Delod. I personally am a D-Lodder.
I'm D-Lod.
D-Lod. It's gotta be D-Lod.
Yeah. Some people pronounce it D-L-O-D.
Delode.
Okay. Anyway, okay, you got any other music?
No. Nothing that the people care about, at least.
All right, so we'll pick another album for you to listen to.
If you have suggestions, drop a comment.
Yeah, drop a comment for sure. I think we're gonna start to pull together a Spotify playlist.
Yeah. Be on the lookout for that. Or Apple Music, like.
Yeah, we could
leave us some feedback. You know how to reach us, probably, like.
Yeah. All right. So we should move on.
Yeah.
This weekend.
My mind. All right, Dad.
You got a topic for me?
Natch.
Okay.
There's this paradox known as the friendship paradox.
Okay.
That says you're on average, your friends have more friends than you do. Mm-hmm. Are you familiar with this? Damn it.
Well, go ahead.
Like, a friend of mine has more friends than I do, on average. But on average, like, a friend of theirs has more friends than they do.
Right. Like, how's that possible?
How's that possible?
Do you know the answer?
Because, I think. I mean, I have the Wikipedia page in front of me. I'm just gonna go ahead and come clean here.
Okay.
But it's because you're more likely to be their friend if they have more friends.
Right. But the problem with the paradox is it suggests an unending scale, which is false.
Yes.
So it's not technically
correct. Which makes it a paradox. Because it's technically correct.
No.
Yeah.
It's not technically correct.
Yeah.
No.
I'm really testing my new mics. Oh, glory ages.
It's not technically correct.
Yeah, it is. For sure it is. For sure it is.
I mean,
That's the fourth time, ladies and gentlemen. So if the audio appears off at any time, just know that we're trying. I haven't touched it. I don't know.
Moving though. Anyway, all right. So, all right, well, I got one for you.
Okay. Sorry, that was a bust. I thought it was gonna be good. I thought you didn't know about it.
Yeah, sorry, but I don't think it's technically correct.
I think it is.
No, because they can't validate it.
Mathematically, it's correct.
I mean, mathematically, it's possible. That doesn't mean that it's true. In other words, they didn't go around asking my friends.
Alright, move on. It's a dud. We don't have to rub salt in my wound here.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Here's one. What is the worst event? Okay, it could be anything. Sporting event. Like, but it has to be something that, like, you don't have to pay, okay, but it has to effectively have something where you need a ticket. And so this doesn't include, the kindergarten piano recital. What is the worst event that you would attend live?
Would?
Yeah.
And I have to pay for it? I have to pay to go to it?
You don't have to pay. You'd have to...
But it's a ticketed event.
Ticketed event, yeah.
The Pro Bowl? It's pretty bad. The Pro Bowl...
like, would you attend? Would you attend, like a Tuesday night, Boston College,
Women's basketball? Probably not.
Boston College, Wake Forest men's basketball in BC in the middle of February, in Boston in the middle of February.
Just alone?
You have to be psyched.
I mean, I would have to have something riding on the game or something.
No gambling. Like, what would be the worst event you go to, or you'd be still excited to go to it? Like, where's the like any NFL game?
Any lacrosse game. Any lacrosse game.
You go to any lacrosse game.
Any lacrosse game.
You go to any NFL game? Like, would you go? Would you go to the Falcons?
I would not go to any NFL game.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, well, actually, no, because I would go to any NFL game.
And be excited about it?
Yeah, because no, think about this. Name the worst NFL game you can think of.
Falcons Panthers.
Where is it?
Carolina? No, Falcons.
I'm going to Atlanta.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
Okay, at Panthers. Welcome to Charlotte.
They got a nice airport.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, no, I don't know about that one. Probably not.
Jacksonville.
I would go to Jacksonville, see, because the thing is, like, the games, if you're going to a game in a different city, you get to the whole experience of the city. You get to try the food there. You get to meet new people.
Okay. Would you go to...
So it would have to be like a home game. It would have to be like a DC Defenders game, maybe. But those might be fun. But no. Oh, yeah, I have.
So
and I didn't like it one bit. Like the Valor, the Washington Valor.
You didn't like it?
It was terrible.
Oh.
It's like I paid to watch men's league football.
Oof.
Essentially.
Well, I mean, what this is touching...
But I still went.
This is touching on you thinking that you're as good as the guys that are out there.
Dude, I could have suited up for that one. I swear to God. No, I swear to God.
Can't.
For the Washington Valor, absolutely I could have.
No. Stop it.
I'm 6'1", 190. Of course I could. Like, I'll I'm gonna pull up.
No, I don't. You're gonna mess your mic up. Okay. Called it. Okay. I think that's a wrap, folks. I think that's a wrap. It's good.
As far as they can't even hear me now.
Good show by you. All right.
We got some troubleshooting to do here. All right. Well, what would your answer be though, real quick?
I don't know. I honestly, I think like this is the reason for the question is because. Like,
leave your answer in the comments.
If you said to me, I could go to this Super Bowl in Vegas, I'd be like, I think I'm good.
No, you would. Actually, yeah, you definitely would. That's because I could say you could go to name an NFL game that you would go to. I think it's harder for you to do that. Yeah. See.
Yeah.
I would go to any Commanders game. 100%.
I mean, I've been.
Never been.
I think so. Part of it is like I think there's an interesting thing where it's like I've been, like, and it's so it's not there's nothing novel. So
I've never been to like FedEx Field. Like that would be cool. I would like to go there. Like I probably wouldn't go to like a Jets game, or like because that's not even in the city. Like, but I would go to a Bears game. Like I would go to a Packers game. I would go to like Rams would be sick. See their stadium. Yeah, but I love a good stadium. Since how old have you been like that's the stadium? And I'll be like out of the car window. Like,
I mean, I've been pulling that move since you were a baby.
Yeah, and it worked.
Yeah,
I just love a good stadium.
Yeah, I mean, the NFL's maybe like it's entertaining. So, but my bar for in-person entertainment has gotten almost impossibly high.
Yeah. So what you go to like you would you go to
a Final Four matchup?
Maybe it's a real cliffhanger.
But without UVA, like just two random teams.
It depends on where I was sitting. I would not go to a Final Four matchup with two teams if the seats were just like it was in one of those.
It's like UNC versus Gonzaga.
I'd be into that, but I'd want to have great seats. Great seats. Like it would have to be
like you're not going to the bleeds. You're not sitting in the bleeds.
No.
I would sit in the bleeds for a Final Four game. Absolutely, I would sit in the bleeds.
Because you're just gonna watch on the jumbotron.
Heck no, I'm not going to watch it on the court.
They're like little ants.
I don't have old man eyes.
Wow. I don't think that's the issue, but okay.
I mean, I've never, like, it depends on where.
I'm a snob. I'm a live event
you're
snob.
You're a total snob.
There's no question.
Every time we're sitting on the TV, you're watching, you're like, boy, I'm glad I'm not there.
Well, because most of the time
Most
of the time I say that because it's like cold or raining or whatever.
Yeah,
I hate being cold. It's the worst.
I like the cold.
That's a perfect.
Yeah, my jokes are killing today.
All right.
All right.
Good job by you.
That's another episode of the books.
Subscribe.
Leave a like. Follow us
right.
on Instagram.